I'd like to call the meeting to order. You okay, Nikki? Yeah. Okay. 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 Let's have the roll call. Mike is here. Mike is on.
Yes.
Stephanie, is she online yet? She's on. Okay. Delia, Catherine, Jill, here. Not Kevin or, yeah, Colin mentioned he was not to attend. Okay. Was Kevin gonna go online? I think he said.
From my understanding, both him and Stephanie were going to jump online.
Okay. All right, so we do have a quorum, so we can start the meeting. The meeting was properly noticed, correct, Nikki?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Do we have any owners' comments? No, okay. Where are we putting Kelly in?
Oh, she's number.
Oh, she's in there, okay.
I tried to make
Owners'
sure you guys
comments,
were in.
none tonight. Okay, do I hear a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll motion.
Second.
Motion is agenda is adopted. Let's start with the discussion action items. Yes. Before we get started, I'd like to make a motion to review the RC Fit addendum request to item B.
Review what?
Move D to B.
D.
To B.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
Sure.
Second.
That is. All right, so we can get started.
All right, so we have both Kelly and Matt, our representatives from Celebration Cyclones here. I wanted to make sure they had a voice, because I know, there was some information that was shared with, maybe Otter Swim School, when they wrote an email. So I just wanted to bring you both in, kind of get, you can either sit or go to.
I'd rather just sit here.
Yeah, you're fine, you're good.
Okay.
So I just kind of want to share your side of the story to explain to the committee, and then we'll kind of start.
Okay, I first apologize for my comment on their page if it caused you guys trouble. That's not what it was supposed to be for. It was mainly frustration. We've been running this swim program for a very long time. And sporadically we see, another instructor from a program that we have no idea who they are, come in, give a lesson and leave. And
Sometimes from other countries.
yeah, we know that we are a partner program, we pay the town to utilize the pool. And, we have the insurance, the coverage, God forbid anything happens. And a contract with the town too. So when we, see someone coming in, giving lessons, and this has been over the years, and I guess the person couldn't be caught. So since we were down to one pool, we kept running into that person, and I would quickly text, Nikki and say, hey, they're here. And they would come down. And I think it was the whole week, and it was maybe like the third time they were here that week. And I see a GM employee just sitting there watching them give the lesson. And I'm like, what is going on? Come to find out, they explained they let the resident finish since they paid. But I wanted to warn residents that these people weren't approved to come use the pools here. And I didn't want anyone to book it and lose their money. So I had just changed my name to Coach Matt instead of my just regular name. And I didn't even realize it where I said CROA, this is not an approved CROA program, blah, 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 blah. And so I didn't think anything of it, like a Google review, you leave good ones, bad ones. But then Nikki reached out to me and boom, I took it down. So that was that.
And the other thing, the other piece of this, at least for me, was we had residents arrive at Lakeside at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday, which, while you guys may or may not know, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. at Lakeside is like very, very busy for our team. They are our big nights for swim. So to have a resident and a little girl arrive at Lakeside, there was no instructor there when this was happening, but we have all of our, team members coming in for our approved practice time. And I had this father and this little girl enter the pool asking about where and when their swim lesson was. And I know for a fact, we don't schedule swim lessons at 5 PM at Lakeside on a Tuesday. Like that just, because that's swim team. So I said, well, who is the swim lesson with? And he goes, well, I don't know. My wife booked it. And let me call my wife. So he steps away to call his wife. And this man said, he goes, I bet my wife got scammed. She probably got scammed if you guys, because I said, we're the only approved partner to give swim lessons. So I said, I'm not sure who she made the appointment with, but it was not with us because we have the team. And so he stepped away and then he took the call. And then a little while later, the instructor arrived at just before 5 PM. And she, I guess, is not the owner. She's just the instructor. So she got the franchise owner, which I believe her name is Stacy. She got Stacy on the phone and I could hear them on speaker talking back and forth. And, she's asking the instructor, well, who is this woman? Who is this woman? And
All he did was point to the sign on the sign at the pool says no outside contract.
and we just went about our business running practice for 30 kids who had meanwhile arrived and are expecting swim practice. So I mean, to me, this was over. But so she comes over and I was in my USA swimming shirt. So the woman asked what my affiliations were. I told her that I'm a USA swimming coach, a US Masters coach, an American Red Cross water safety instructor, and learned swim provider. And after that, she just basically she told the instructor, okay, now, that's fine. We need to walk away. And then that was the end of it. But that was part of what was upsetting to me was like that they show up during our practice time and that I'm dealing with a resident who's upset because there's no swim lesson and it's not even my swim, I had nothing to do with any of it. I was just there doing my job.
It's probably too much information.
It probably is, but that's okay.
I'm trying to cut you off. We offer, you want us to tell you what we offer?
Yeah.
We offer everything. Our motto is we're not just a swim team, we're a family. And we truly treat everyone like their family. From anything from school advice to you need tutoring, sure, she was a teacher, we'll basically treat everyone like they are our family. We have the competitive swim team. And that ranges, kids from 5 to up to 17. We do learn to swim lessons, where they can be infant to probably, we'll take anyone that needs to learn to swim, we'll teach them.
Adults.
Private lessons, we do adult swimming now that we started offering. A lot of things that, we wanted to add, but with the pool stuff going on, we didn't know where we'd be, whatnot. So, it's been great having both Spring Park and Lakeside. Now we feel we're gonna have a pool. We won't have to, do dry land exercises for a swim program. So things have been great. We basically offer everything.
We've gotten 2 grants in the last year. One was, we got a grant from the USA Swimming Foundation to expand our programming to include a master's team. So all of the expansion that we've done into the adult, which we're still trying to build this, it's new, it's only about a year old. When we were launching it is when we had a lot of the issues with the pools. So we're still trying to finalize this program, but I went through with my training to be a US Masters coach. So we officially offer programming from birth until you can't swim anymore.
Swimming is our main, we're a mom and pop little shop residence. I lifeguard for the town summer camp. Like that's my highlight for the summer. I love it. Kids are amazing. So we just try and offer what the town wants. We're very adaptable, friendly. We give residents discounts, we give them priority. Try to do the best we can, so.
And then can you just state, just for the committee, do you teach, you said any level, so also do you also teach special needs?
Correct. I actually have several students who have special needs. In fact, I have my undergraduate and my master's degree in special education. And I was a special educator here in our public schools at Celebration High School and at Celebration K-8 the last 20 years. And my sister, who has Down syndrome over the years, she has swam Special Olympics with us. Now she is one of our US Master swimmers. So one of her goals is to potentially at least get evaluated for Paralympics. So, and that's my next milestone as a coach too. I've done level 1 of Paralympic training. So now to go to level 2 Paralympic training, I have to go on site for a weekend, so that's a little bit more.
We just had a family join, I think maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks. 3 kids, 3 boys, 2 sons and 1 with special needs. Mom, so happy that she has the patience with her sons.
Well, we arranged it so that our other coach, who is a former state champion and national champion swimmer from local resident, went to Celebration High. He's circled back. He's 22 now. We're helping him finish up college and he coaches with us in exchange. Like we kind of a work study program going for him. And he's working with the 2 brothers, and then I'm working with the other young man who has special needs. So yes, any and everyone who wants to learn how to swim are very welcome to come, and we will find programming or, build the program if it doesn't already exist.
Can you include that infants as well?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
A lot of people can ask.
yes.
Yeah,
So, no, I want to say this. The issue is with infants, and I have, this has been an ongoing issue, is that,
It's like 1-year-old.
well, correct, but the pool temperatures. Because you don't want to put an infant in really cold water. So when we had all these problems with the pools, which hopefully has been remedied, but that has been a challenge because you want to make sure that the pools are an appropriate temperature.
Right,
But I'm certified. My American Red Cross certification is 6 months through life.
okay, very good. Well, we absolutely thank you for stating your case and coming in to explain your side of the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, because of the post and the backlash that it caused, if this happens again,
Mhm.
we'll have to implement disciplinary actions.
Yes.
Just to make you aware.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, and so that we can set up the disciplinary case, Nikki, can you add it to next month's agenda? That we can outline it and have the guidelines then.
so I'm just curious. Why? Because I mentioned CROA, if it's my own personal Google
Because
review,
it went out into the community.
Uh,
And
it was just their page, just
I
like
saw it.
ours.
I don't think,
I saw it on back porch.
I don't think Catherine's saying August meeting for your disciplinary
no,
action.
no,
That's not
no,
about
that's not
you.
what it
I
is.
think she's just saying like,
To set up the
kind
guidelines.
of like
if this
guidelines
happens
for the
again.
future
So
for
we have
like,
it in place.
Oh, okay.
no,
Oh,
this
no,
is
no,
not,
it's
no, no, no.
not with you. No,
You're
no,
Okay.
no.
You're
No,
right.
no, this is
Not.
not about.
Well, and just so you guys are a little behind the scenes, we're a married couple.
No,
And
you're
when,
not.
and when he posted that, I was none too pleased. So this has been a little bit of an internal dialogue as well. So we very much understand.
Anybody that we speak to
Yeah.
has glowing. I have several friends, their children go to,
Yeah.
they love you.
Yeah.
And they're very happy.
We are a little bit
That's why it was
protective.
disheartening when I saw it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that's still not good.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
because it did go to the community.
But I think as a committee in August, we should also revisit this conversation, because it's not just your program. I know it's also
Others.
like RC Fit, Ryan's here too with personal training, tennis.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yes.
a lot of
Yes.
people that come around. I think we need to have something where,
Like a code of conduct?
no, like to show visibility that if you don't see them, I don't wanna force them to wear a specific shirt or,
Oh, I love.
you know what I mean, like to have something that just shows CROA approved program.
Yeah.
Right.
Like where maybe a lanyard, we can talk as a committee, so that way, if someone sees someone, they're not assuming it's you or you, it's
Right.
like, hey, they don't belong here because they don't have this special. I
Which
think
are,
it has
there are private lessons that go on down.
There's multiple, yeah. Well, people are teaching,
And it's so
soccer
infuriating.
over at Spring Park, East Village.
And
when
the
we
3
have
years that
our
I've been
program,
doing
so
this,
I
this
get
is
it.
not the first time something.
Yes. I've lived here for 23
Yeah.
years. I'm very well aware, and I worked in the schools. I totally get it.
We just want to have it clearly defined.
Absolutely.
That-
So
that
while
would be
you, while
great.
you all are here, just like when we have our meeting in August, you're welcome to attend. But
Okay.
also, if you have any feedback or recommendations of, this is what we'd be willing to like wear, like
Well,
whether
we have
shirt.
been wearing our lanyards, like we got you gave us, you
Yep.
issued vendor lanyards. His is with his lifeguard whistle and I always have mine. And I think that has been helpful in some regards, just as an identifier, like you're saying. I think that has been a good thing.
Yeah, but it looks like just the president passed.
Yeah, but
Maybe we can come up with something else. But you shouldn't be placed in that situation either, that you're being confronted.
right.
That
And
is-
Everyone knows us pretty
And
well.
there's been several situations at the pool that that's how it's started. Is that I get confronted and then it's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm here by myself. You know, or we're here. We don't have a pro monitor. We don't have anyone representing the town there. So it's kind of us against them, you know?
But you shouldn't have to be put in that position.
And I agree. I 100% agree. And I appreciate that support. Yeah, and just so you guys know, I'm happy to leave this. I didn't have time to print it all, but I did print two and I sent it to
Yes.
Nikki if you want to share it out.
Yep.
I did create like a little one pager that shows all the programming. Yeah, all the programming. And then this is our July schedule. I'll be updating that for the school year, but just so you guys have an idea of what we are offering at the pool. Because we're trying very hard to offer, we're trying to constantly increase what we're offering.
One
And if
stop shop.
residents come to us and they want a certain program, we'll build it.
If you.
I've
hear
kind of done that for some of the grandchildren this summer. I've had some grandkids of Celia's grandsons are swimming. And, you know, if there's a need and I can figure out a time and figure out the logistics, we'll make it work for residents. Whatever we need to get people swimming.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
It's really appreciated.
yeah, no problem.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Alright. Bye
Um,
bye.
Bye, thanks, guys.
Again.
Right. Your turn, sir.
So we have Ryan Clark here, who's our representative from RC Fitz. So Ryan had an addendum request. I want him to come and talk to you all as a committee.
Okay.
So I just sent a request to see if I could add a one-on-one training to the contract. I have a few residents who live, let's say they live in Island Village. They want to start personal training. Because I can't see them in the Island Village gym, they wouldn't hire me as a trainer. So I just wanted to see if there's a way for me to get access to use the Island Village gym and the Spring Lake gym for those residents who want to start one-on-one training, but would it go to the gym on their own?
So I think this also relates to what Kelly and Matt were saying. I think it would be a great opportunity to have this for residents, because I know some people aren't comfortable going to the gym. It can help boost your confidence. However, my only thing, going back to what we just discussed, is how do you know who's the approved contractor, right? Like, I know who you are.
Right.
But what stops, like, Catherine, you may not see.
No,
as much as I do.
No, I
So it's, do we have to have like some identification? I know that we're dealing with right now, people saying, how is it fair that we have to go with one approved fitness trainer, tennis coach, when I want to bring my own as a resident? So it could go both sides here, but that's why I just wanted the committee's feedback on what you all about having one-on-one training.
What are you gonna do for everybody else that wants to have?
But they'll have to have contracts then. The problem is, a lot of the private contractors do not have A, the authorization, B, the identification, and C, a waiver to get into the gym.
Yeah, this
And
would
if
just be
something
for
happens,
residents. only.
Right,
Well,
Well,
also
the
it's
trainer.
liability also, right?
Yeah,
So that's the big thing, is the liability
Yes,
part.
because they're just gonna be bringing anyone in, and we know that. It's already happened.
Do you think approving this request would allow more trainers to come in, like what we're having issues with?
I think it's gonna open the door for non-authorized trainers to come in.
I think my challenge would be like, so we did a trial run last summer. So I was in the gym for, I think it was about a month or so. So when the security officers will come into the gym, they'll walk up to everyone in the gym, they'll check the badge to make sure they're either a vendor or a resident.
Right, this
So-
is only for the summer, months though,
Or,
that someone comes and checks.
oh, okay. I think if we don't have the security, I think the best way to do it, maybe the lanyard would be a good idea. I think residents are gonna, wherever I've trained, personal trained before, people are gonna bring trainers with them. Either way, so let's say there's no one at the gym watching the gym 24/7. Most likely there's gonna be someone bringing a trainer in with them. I think it's challenging if a client might see someone training with someone, but I have a contract with the town and I say, I can't train you, but I might see another trainer in the gym anyways using it. Then I think that could be a challenging area. So I think it happens anyways. I don't go to the gym because it's something that the town said they don't want to see. But I think it will be a good addition for the residents who want it. To make sure they're safe when they're in the gym for one, and also for them to be able to use the machines, even to add protection for the equipment. If they're with a trainer, most likely be more, they'll be safer using the equipment with someone guiding them.
Right, but we can only guarantee someone of your caliber and you, who's the only authorized vendor, doing that.
Yeah,
There is several complaints. I live in Island Village. I don't go to the gym anymore because there are people bringing in trainers. And I can't go up to them and say, you have to leave. He has no waiver. He's not a community member, blah, blah, because I start normal conversations with them.
yeah.
Hey, well, what's going on? And it comes out in the wash, so to speak, during.
So the resident
conversation.
lets the trainer in without a signed waiver.
Yes,
So
Martha,
that's a big liability.
that is huge, like.
My consent is, Ryan is a partner program. It's different. For me, it's different than having any other trainings coming back and forth. He's a partner program. And as a Parks and Rec committee, we should look different for him. And he wants to do the 1v1 or do some personal training without hurting our others coaches to be there as well. So
But if we allow the one-to-one training
it's
for
not.
Ryan, it
He's
opens the
not
doors
training.
to non-authorized
He's a pro,
people to come
yeah,
in.
but he's not training, he's a program. That's what he is, forget his person.
He's a program who offers one-on-one training. But residents see that and they say, oh, I can have a trainer now. And they bring their
Somebody in.
own personal trainer in,
Yeah.
who has no waivers, no insurance that we are aware of. My next door neighbor, her husband was a professional trainer. He worked in the gym. He was kicked out because of that one reason.
Is there a way that we can get like an identifying? I don't know, like, I'm just thinking about like a shirt or something, say official, and then maybe the town blasts out. This person, this shirt or whatever,
Is
however you
the
want to word
only
it. This is the only
authorized.
authorized trainer, which would be good advertising for the program too.
Yeah, but not his authorized training, his authorized partner program.
Partner program.
Well,
So it can be like
however the
one-
verbiage
Yeah,
should be,
yeah, yeah,
he's the
yeah.
only authorized program
He's the
slash
official
trainer
trainer.
slash
Yes,
person.
not training.
That's what I'm
You're
saying,
right.
this
Official,
is,
yeah.
this is not just, about RC Fit, this opens other doors, because we have
Yes.
tennis, and there's over like 15 private lessons for tennis
Mm-hmm.
as well. So even, I can understand your point, even if we don't have Ryan there, there's someone doing it right now, you know what I mean, but at least it could potentially, if we have shirts that say official.
Yeah.
Now people are pointing them out saying, you can't be here, you don't have your shirt on, you know what I mean? Now, the programs would have to be held accountable of, if you don't wear the appropriate attire, you can't even be in the gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's something.
That
that
makes
we
more
can
And then
look
how
at
do
too.
you police it and manage it? How do you,
Because
Because we
residents
don't
are,
have-
and residents are discouraged from confronting.
Well, I think that.
well, they
But
should-
if you're there, you can say, hey, dude, you're not authorized.
Is
Well, I
there
mean,
any
so-
day, is there any day that, the gym is
Not busy.
empty or nobody's using? Or
Well, even without the gym being empty, I think if I'm there with a client, it's not like if a client is going to the gym anyways, I'm just there next to the person. So it's not like it's gonna change the dynamics of how people are working out in the gym. But I think my thing would be, if trainers are already using it and I can't use it, and I'm the approved vendor. And it's kind of hard for me to tell a client, I can't train you, but they're like, how can you not train me? And I do see trainers in the gym. So you have trainers in the gym, but they're not authorized, but the one with the contract can't use the gym. So I think something we talked about in the past was if I became an authorized trainer, even doing like a deposit to say, okay, here's a deposit for, they say I'm working with a client and something happens to the machines, which wouldn't happen. But we have things in place. I have my liability insurance already in place with the town, with the contract. I have my CPR, AED training. So all of the things are in place already to make sure the residents are being safe during their workouts. So I think this would just be the only missing part where the residents know that there is an approved trainer who can use the gym. They could go to that person. And if they, let's say we do have a shirt or something that says approved trainer, then they'll know how to identify, like you guys said, identify who's actually supposed to be in the gym training clients.
But Nikki, you also feel that it opens the door to tennis, to soccer, to baseball, to everyone who will come in and say, well, whether they realize that Ryan is authorized program or not. Oh, he's there. I can go. Nobody's going to ask me.
So, I mean, that's what we're
And that's
dealing
what
with
we're
right
facing
now,
now.
but if we get rid of like tennis, like, cause at the end of the day, we can say, okay, nobody wants to use like Darren and all these programs that we have that are successful, okay, then we'll get rid of them, but it's gonna be the Wild West. And
Yeah.
Pro is gonna be
You
held
got more
accountable.
problems.
Yeah.
A lot more confrontations, that's the main thing too, and you can't go, he can't be like, hey, you're not approved, you gotta get out of here. It's up to the town.
No, that's what I mean.
But
by
our
enforcement.
programs,
You shouldn't have to be the one to say to other trainers that aren't supposed to be there, hey, you're not. supposed to be there. How do we facilitate that enforcement? I think having him is fine, because you're already approved. You
No.
have all the security and stuff in
Yeah.
place. And it should be that, I guess, that consideration with all of them that want to, do more to try to eliminate the unauthorized now, but you shouldn't be responsible for enforcing it.
No,
And
no.
so my question is, how do we make sure that?
Ultimately,
it's
you can't,
protected?
it's like
It's
with tennis,
difficult
and if there's nothing's gonna be 100%, all you can do is minimize, lose less, right? So maybe that would be the way, maybe some identifying shirt,
Mhm.
maybe he recognizes, because when you're there, you'll know if people are being trained, hey, look, I noticed on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock, there's like 3 of them in there consistently.
Yeah.
Then you inform the town, and then town can make okay, we're gonna go up
Maybe
to 6
put up
o'clock
some
at that
sort
time.
of notice.
And that just,
Yeah.
and the second that someone's
Well,
interrupts someone
everything's on
working
camera
out,
too, right?
Well,
they're
we
gonna look
have
bad, they're not gonna wanna come back anymore, so it's gonna
Yeah.
make it difficult. for them.
Facebook, whatever.
Gotta
That
think
works,
it's
that
fine.
works.
I think in order for this to continue, I do think that we need to sit down in August and go over a game plan. So before Ryan starts, but here's a backup to support him. You know what I mean? Cause I feel like if we approve you tonight, it's just gonna be the Wild West and you're kind of gonna be set up for failure in there. Because I wanna make sure we have a pattern of, this is what Ryan's wearing, this is like, I wanna make the
Yeah.
announcement
Yeah.
of, here's the approved programs, we're gonna list them all, this
Let
is
the
exactly.
community
We could do
know.
that with swim also.
That's what I
Yeah,
need to
the
do
same thing,
for
yeah.
tennis, because for all the programs, unfortunately, like what you just heard, they're apologizing, but they have a lot of passion where unfortunately it got them in trouble. Cause I understand their frustration, I understand your frustration is they're paying all of these dues to us,
Yeah.
but other
Someone
people
just
are
wants
using
to-
the facility for free.
Absolutely.
So I think we need to have a support system, so we have a backbone for you as a partner.
Well, how long do you feel that we would need to set up that support system?
I
A
think
month,
if we.
2 months?
I think we can get this situated by August, and then we have to get a community notice out, which is 30 days.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, this would be implemented by October, September 1st or October 3rd, you know what I mean?
So Ryan,
'Cause it
would
has
you
to
be,
go
would
through
be
the,
willing to come back
board
next month
Would be-
To sit down, so we'll invite
to
yourself,
review it all and?
Ellie, Darren. So everyone who's Marco too, like, at least you can get another representative. But at least like all of our outdoor programs, Mike, you're one of them too. You know
Would
what I
this
mean?
be like
Yeah,
a
I don't have
meeting
to pay.
or a workshop?
We could do a mixture of discussions first and then
Yeah.
or approvals first and then workshop afterwards.
This
Cause
way-
this needs to be discussed, cause I feel like it's just always a gray area that we always just like put underneath the rug, and it's time that we need to
Yeah, bring
discuss
it
this.
to the forefront.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we can notify the programs to say, this is what we're anticipating to expect of you. Like the shirts and the blenders and whatever the case may be. what we provide, what they must provide.
Or I also advertise them more, right, in
Yep.
the town. Because you can say, look, okay, maybe to get more people in celebration, look, I'm gonna give, I'm just against it all. Hey, I'm gonna have 15-minute lesson here or whatever, training just for celebration residents only. That brings them more into the fold. If people are gonna bring her, they're gonna bring, if he's training me, I'd be like, he's my friend.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way you can get around that.
Right.
So there's options, but I don't think there's anything 100%.
I just think we need to set down some hard and fast guidelines.
Yeah.
That the proper people will go by the guidelines. They know what's expected.
Yeah.
Brian knows what was expected. That's why he's here.
So should we make a motion to table this?
If you approve this tonight, then I feel like we don't have the backbone set. So I
So
would
should
at
we
least recommend table and
Yeah.
have Brian attend in August. So we're all on the same page, and then you can approve it if you all are
How
okay.
about like a workshop? Because this is gonna apply to a bunch of.
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's what I just said, a workshop.
Yeah.
Yep, and then we can put this on the agenda for August.
Yeah.
So that way we have both the process as well as the approval. So at least when this goes to the board level, the board's like, no, we don't want to have trainers in the gym. At least we can show as a committee,
Yeah.
we had a thought process.
Who's taking the
Yeah.
steps,
We're taking the steps, yeah.
and then the programs can come in. Everybody
Yep. they'll be
knows
invited.
exactly what is expected of everyone.
Okay,
It's
so
not like, well, I can do this, but Kelly can do this. Yeah, do I hear a motion to table this until August, until we have,
I'll second.
okay?
So are we going to have a workshop? Or is that like the board workshop?
No, it'd be, yeah, we
That's
would
what I
have,
thought.
oh, yes, yeah.
Hey, Chris, didn't we bring up that we would have a workshop, something else? At one of the meetings, we discussed having a workshop.
I don't remember that.
No, that special event. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right, so schedule a workshop.
And Ryan, I'll send you a message. I actually should have the meeting date. It's gonna be August 10th.
Okay.
Next meeting's gonna be August 10th at 6 o'clock, same room.
I think Marco's gonna have to print up shirts for all departments.
We'll do
Yeah.
that. We'll do that.
And then
Also for the
we'll
record,
workshop
to
it
be nice.
afterwards or
A
before?
button down.
Oh, be workshop.
It'll be my gift.
So,
If we workshop it after, then,
Or we could start with it before and then.
yeah, because then we can
Yeah,
vote.
so
Yeah, that
everything
makes
gets approved on the same night, yeah.
Do we need to schedule that now or a little bit after the
Where's
meeting?
Mike and Jill?
Mhm.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll just have the meeting just go a little bit later.
Okay,
Maybe maybe like
And I'll bring
All right.
snacks.
Yes, please. Or the
you
question.
have a kind bar if you need it. Oh, I'm sorry,
What do you
I'm
look-
diabetic, I always have
all
all
things
things protein with me.
Mhm.
Alright. Brian, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
We
you guys.
appreciate it.
Everybody.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys next time.
Take care now.
Bye.
Thank you, Ryan.
You.
Okay, so now we're back to recreation committee meeting.
I made those changes, by the way, for
Okay.
Baby Alderson. So the vote was 4-2 instead of anonymous.
Do we have a motion on that one to accept it or we're good?
Yeah, I need a motion.
A motion to accept the change, Mike, and was your second?
Second.
Second, Joe.
Wait, I missed that whole thing. I was putting the meeting in my
We
calendar.
updated the minutes.
To show the
Oh,
4-2
right.
vote.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, Parks and Recreation update.
Summer breakout, we're in week 6 right now. Every week we've been completely sold out. Our max was supposed to be 30, but we extended it to 35 kids. I want to say summer breakout's the most successful, like, internal program that we have. Because all of our, lunches were provided by all these sponsors. So Domino's, Skyline Chili, Chick-fil-A. They've given us food all summer long and that saved Grow like $8,000. So we're very lucky with the sponsors that we have for this summer. But we have 8 weeks, so 2 more weeks after this, and then we're still sailing.
35 kids is
It's
challenge?
it's not something to mess with, especially in Heritage Hall, so. But I wanna say, a lot of programs in town, it seems like there wasn't as many camps this summer for some reason, because everybody kept coming to our camp.
Maybe
so.
they just found yours was the best.
I don't know, well, it's nice, but I just know that it just seems like there's not many camps around town.
There's a lot of school stuff going on too, like at the high school and the middle school, they're doing a lot.
Yeah,
of
what is
They're-
that?
But there,
Basketball,
but there,
art class.
there is a lot of talk in the community that their kids couldn't get in summer breakout.
Yes, there was a wait list of 12
That's
kids every week.
Great program and their kids couldn't get out. There's
We
such
could
an
potentially look at
community.
expanding it for next
Yeah.
year, but when people ask its capacity, it's the number of team members that are there. I don't wanna add too many kids and there's
Right.
not enough food from the sponsors, not
Right.
enough spots on the field trip. So there's multiple factors. It's not, we
Safety.
didn't wanna accept them, it's a safety concern.
Makes sense.
On August 10th, we're doing an event called Last Splash Before Class.
That's a
Um,
Monday?
Oh, sorry, August 8th. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's not good.
I'm excited for this meeting. August 8th,
Yeah, because
on
August 10th
Saturday.
is the sports program for the adults.
Yes. August 8th, it's gonna be a pool party at Spring Park, but also an open house for our recreational partner programs. So what I was doing first is I was inviting our recreational partner programs, the ones who submit monthly payments. Once I got the numbers, which it seems like there was only 8 who are interested, then the recreational clubs would be invited. So basically, it's gonna be like an open house where it's kind of like you went to like in college of like, hey, I may be new to town, school started, what can I sign my kiddos up? So that's gonna be from 12 to 4 PM over at Spring Park. Open house is gonna be inside Heritage Hall, the pool party is obviously outside. Let's see, August 15th, Spark Grounds. They've been trying to listen to like what the committee's asking for, what the community, they are doing a STEM program for adults.
I know, I'm so excited.
Yes.
It's
so-
on my calendar already.
I know.
Is that like sold out?
No, it's just anyone just shows
It's
up.
just a show up thing.
They just
It's
wanna
not-
see how many people are interested.
It's on our calendar already.
Yeah, so that's pretty
That's
exciting
fine.
to
Like,
do
I
a
would
partnership
do
with
this.
them.
Okay.
August 26th, we're gonna do a popsicle day for all the residents, drive around and hand out some popsicles,
Wait,
special
what
events.
is
August 26th.
Want to make sure I get.
Like drive around there like in the,
Yeah, right around the community, like we're going North Village,
Oh,
like
okay.
different villages, which, you two will probably be discussing more on special events. On Monday.
Is this with special events too?
It is special events.
Yeah, so Parks and Rec.
That's what I'm
and
saying,
events,
it's like a combo. That's what I'm saying, I saw the agenda
You,
today.
you were right, and then she was explaining. it.
No, but I saw the special event. Agenda.
We're on both
I'm on
committees,
both
it's
committees.
I know, but she
Oh, yeah.
was writing, and
Yeah.
she just said, yeah.
any,
special
any
event.
idea when they're gonna go through South Village with popsicles? Just
That-
asking for a friend.
Ask her for-
You guys are actually deciding the time, so on Wednesday. So there you go.
Okay.
Pick the time
South
frame.
Village 8 to 12. Anyway, it's a problem.
And then let's see what we got. And then, September 25th, we're doing our Kids Night Out program. We're gonna do a 90s edition since we're trying to prep for, Founder's Day in November. So this, Kids Night Out only, it's gonna be $30 instead of $45 for residents. And if you have a sibling who wants to do it, it's gonna be $15 instead of the $20 or $30 that we normally charge. We're trying to make it a little bit cheaper just to get some people, additional, folks who can't normally afford Kids Night Out. We're prepping schedules to return to town hall. Danny and I have been working on that. Obviously, we're here at town hall, but we haven't been allowing partner programs to come in until August 1st. Because there's still some hiccups here and there with, rooms, and we wanted to make sure the, board meetings obviously had priority in the rooms. As you can see, these 2 rooms, like, we're trying to figure out how many people you can accommodate. The activities room, we've been notifying everybody, it's just for recreational usage. I know in October, we're revisiting that conversation. But the only group that is gonna be here full time is obviously that lifelong program which they start in September. And then, last thing is, you're probably gonna see this a little bit more, but we're trying to do community pop-ups in the park. So we have a lot of great businesses in town. Even though they may not be our recreational partner programs, they're still part of Canoa, and we want to be respectful for those businesses and be a bridge for them. So we're gonna do like pop-ups in the park, so like complimentary classes for residents, whether that be with Pure Bar, Alexis Man with yoga, maybe Orange Theory, but we're gonna try to get some programs RC fit to be in the park, but it's gonna be maybe once a month, if there's additional programs interested, twice a month. But it's gonna be on the Great Lawn, so that way residents, again, we're trying to get more like health and fitness and wellness for residents who are interested, but they may not be able to afford it, or they wanna meet new people in the park.
And they
That's
can
an
try it out.
opportunity. So you never know. So we'll see, but that's what I have as of right now for the Parks and Rec updates. As far as dog park items, they put additional sod in on the large dog park. They had a hiccup on the date that they were supposed to put it in on a Monday. This was a week ago. Unfortunately, the truck got like either stuck or delayed in traffic, so they had to install the sod on Tuesday. But that didn't interrupt, the park was still open when they installed the sod. Jill, I know you weren't here at the last meeting. It was last month, right?
I was here last month.
Or the
It's
first
the
meeting.
very first one.
Very first one, I mentioned, I put it in the budget for it, the dog park do not have a budget.
Oh, yeah.
So to like purchase additional rakes, quarterly for sand for both beach volleyball and, so that way, because right now there's no budget.
Right.
And now the sand courts are very popular, dog parks very popular, so we're gonna try to sand them obviously at the same time. I know it's different sand, but
Cool.
I'll pass that along. For the dog park, I know in the past, we've always done like maybe fundraisers.
We have.
We can revisit that as this committee, like we've done, like the banners were very popular.
The banners were fun. We did those. We did the painting of the fire,
The
fire hydrants.
Yeah,
which I think we had 2 that got painted out of the 6
Yes.
or
I
something.
did, yeah.
And that was kind of fun. We've done, what we always do the bricks. So we have the bricks and then the, things that go around Maximus's statue and stuff like that. So those we kind of always do.
Yep.
And then we've also sold, the little magnets for our cars that say Celebration Unleashed and bananas for our dogs and stuff like that. We have
You
tote
make some
bags.
dog. Or bacon girls.
Oh, wait, maybe can we get Wolfgang to donate something for a dog park?
I know.
Wolfgang will donate anytime we ask.
Yeah.
So in fact, I'm working with them on a calendar. I'm working with a bunch of vendors. I'm doing a calendar, Dogs of Celebration calendar in partner with
Imagination Realty.
with
right?
Imagination
That's
Realty.
great.
We're doing that together and we've got a bunch of sponsors. All of the funds raised go to benefit the Florida Bulldog Rescue. So, yeah, but I've asked, Wolfgang is sponsoring a month in the calendar and they're also doing a prize. So we have prizes for every week that the contest is fit. And so they're donating a prize basket for that. And so, yeah, they are always happy to participate and contribute. So same with Melania for dog trainings.
Very nice. So yeah, so this committee, we can start looking at doing like pop-ups in the park, but also in the dog park as well.
Pop-ups in the dog park have been very popular. When we've done them, we've done two or maybe 4 different training sessions with Melania, or we did one in the small dog, one in the large dog park, and then we did it again like the following 6 months later or so. And she just did like a little intro training kind of thing. How to like introduce your new dog to the dog park kind of a thing. And then we've done parties like just for the dog park residents where we had like a snow cone vendor one time. I've done photos there. We've had various vendors come. Scoop has donated ice cream and pop cups and things. So yeah, it's always a popular thing when we have a party.
Because there's a lot of pups around.
There are a lot of pups.
Yeah, so that's just something to think about, that we can do additional offerings at the park. We have a program called the Bark Bus or Pause
Yep.
Academy.
Uh-huh.
They do it, I think it's like either 2 or 3 times a week. It's like they do a daycare and they drop off the dogs at the dog park. They stay with them.
They
play.
don't drop them off.
Well, they,
yeah.
they, yeah, they
Yeah,
stay.
they're
with
there
them.
the whole
Yeah,
time,
bring them
so
there.
it's
My dog does that.
specifically,
Yeah.
it's specifically Celebration residents, they have to already be registered with the dog park, they have to provide, a list. So that it can be audited to make sure that the dogs they're bringing are actually dog park. Resident, right, Celebration resident dogs. So there's a whole thing around it, we did a trial of it last year, it went really, really well. And so I think they're continuing that now. I think
Yeah.
it got
It got
got continued
approved,
on, so.
which that contract would go to this committee. But that's also another program that people bring trainers in the
They
park, so
absolutely
Scott
do.
will be invited to this as well.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't do training. They bring, people have their dog sitter, take their dog to the dog park, like if they have a dog walker or whatever. So again, not insured, not protected, liability, all kinds of that, so.
So it's amazing how many programs it affects, you know, what I mean, like, just like Mike, I'm not throwing you on the spotlight, but like Mike used to notify us because the lines get destroyed now. The straps for beach tennis or beach volleyball, like it's wild how messed up those courts get now. And you don't want to be blamed or accused that it's your program out there. too.
Absolutely.
So it's just something to think about for the month of August.
So then let's move on to the homecoming parade application. So they do this every year. It's with the Celebration High School. They want to do a homecoming parade on October 1st from, it's 3:30 to 6 p.m. because they're including their staging. But I would want to say the parade's usually like 4:30 or 5. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But they always stage at Lakeside, which means we have to close off Lakeside. Anything with the schools, I want to ensure that we support them. I don't have an issue with the school doing their homecoming parade. Obviously, this is just to approve it at Lakeside to host like the staging. And they have to reach out to both CCDD as well as Lexington to get the additional approval. I spoke with Victoria, she's my contact. She already sent the email for approvals for both those additional entities. So I let her know that this would be just for Lakeside, and we would obviously have to close Lakeside to make sure there's no other cars in there. So Lakeside would be closed, however, the amenities would remain open for the rest. All right, so
When will you close Lakeside that morning?
it's easier to close the night before. We've tried it where we tried our best to close it at 2 before for them, and people just
Yeah.
chill in there.
Yeah.
So.
They're always late. I'm on a truck. Till they get to like at 2 o'clock. I'm like, oh, geez.
it was already
Student
discussed.
government,
Or
they
can
call
we just
it
go
that.
straight to motion to
Go
approve?
straight.
Or your motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Okay.
I actually beat me to it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so the next one is farmer's market lakeside requests. So anytime someone utilizes our property where the parking lot is involved or blocked for residents or amenity is blocked, it obviously has to go through this committee. So on February 18th, April 4th, and April 18th of next year, Lexington is doing events, whether they're partnered with like a car show, the pie festival with the foundation, etc. They cannot have the farmer's market downtown, because it's gonna interfere with their event. So they're requesting if the farmer's market can be relocated to Lakeside on those 3 dates.
What
I
were the
checked
dates
her-
again.
February 28th, this is all 2027.
Right.
April 4th and April 18th. When I reviewed the calendar, there's no conflicts, there's no private functions, there's nothing at Lakeside. And if this does get approved, we'll block it so nobody will have any issues. We'll make sure that nothing's booked on the case. For your motion to approve?
Make the motion.
A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Yep.
Think you got the second.
Bring you.
Yeah, second.
I'll sit in.
So you motion,
I gave it to you. I gave it to you.
I deletion. It doesn't matter.
I defer.
Someone put Mike's.
Okay, last but not least, to review the temporary nets at Lakeside.
So I don't know if this is gonna start drama, but we've had a resident reach out to us recently who's very passionate about pickleball. Who made a suggestion of why not have temporary nets? And you can see they're kind of on wheels right here. So they can be dragged to the side of the fencing if somebody wanted to play pickleball.
That'll ruin the courts.
I was gonna say, does it damage the court dragon?
Well, if
Moving them back and
if the
forth.
walk is down, probably, yeah,
Those,
So
didn't they
there's-
just redo the courts?
they did, and they're absolutely gorgeous. So we just wanted to bring it up as a resident. Obviously, I want to make sure they feel heard. So I wanted to bring it to your attention that this was a suggestion from another resident.
These are not our courts, right? This is a.
That is
Yeah.
an example. Yes, this is not our court. But this is from a previous court that they do it for. My concern is, as well as, like Marco was mentioning it too, that you need lines for pickleball. They're completely different than tennis
That
lines.
was my next question. Is that the lines off the league?
Yeah, and my concern is if you put tape down, it's
Oh,
going to damage.
It's gonna pull up. Rob.
How do they do it in Georgetown? Do you play their line?
I played there, yeah, they. Right.
They paint the tennis court and divide by 4, so we can have, if one tennis court, have 4 courts.
So they have lines for all of them?
Yeah, and we don't have anything playing more than tennis players, any. Because. of
In
different
Georgetown.
colors. In Georgetown.
Are the lines a different color? I mean, like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to picture like.
Yeah, the court is green, but the tennis line is white. We just do different colors for the pickleball.
That's not
It's not-
ideal.
it's not the
You
appropriate
can,
course.
you can get by with it.
Yeah.
And just, I'm sorry, I don't know, what is the situation? Isn't that I keep hearing that there's all this, like, oh, it's right there, it's in design, it's a discussion for a discussion, you know, I don't know if it's.
Well, it sounds like you're moving forward with lot B.
Yeah, we use
Or lot
the
B,
same
sorry.
nets for the Georgetown. It's working very well. But lot B,
Lot B.
all, they are, as far as I understand, they are they are asking for beats right now.
Hmm.
So at some point, we're gonna have that approved. We just slow down a little bit because for the situation. But master plan advisory committee is doing a great job, and I'm pretty sure they'll be done by next summer. But
Are
to
they-
there, we in North Village, we had like easily 100 people playing.
Oh, no, you can have 20 courts, you would fill it. There's so many people. That'd be the only concern, because there are some people that wanna play,
Yeah,
that court would always be full,
And one,
and then you can
one-
affect attendance.
that's correct. And one good thing that one tennis court divided by 4 pickleball courts, we can have 16 players at the same time.
well, picture that at Lakeside with cars.
Oh, God. Oh,
Tuesday and the Thursday.
So this is also kind of what we discussed is we're now changing an amenity.
Yeah.
To accommodate another group.
It's called amenity and security.
The only concern that I
learned that
have
when I first got on the board.
Oh,
It's called amenity
I thought
and
you just said
security.
that.
No, Dr. March, you made that.
the only concern that I have is that we have a partner program over there. And
Yeah.
maybe can get hurt. So that's,
No, again, I'm always gonna do that. It's a tennis court. Tennis court's a tennis court. That's how it was made for.
at some point I agree with that.
They have Georgetown, and then, eventually, it's gonna happen. I mean, there's a
One
lot.
time or another going there, if some Parks and Rec authorize them to go there, they go back and forth 1 day or 2, it's fine, but having as a fixed court or the tennis court might hurt.
Yeah. Not to mention the noise issue that they have over there at Mirasol, right? That definitely is gonna be a complaint.
For sure.
It makes it loud, especially if you have 16 players playing at 4 times. I mean, that's a loud game.
And well, that's why I was, if this was to be entertained, it would have been court 3, because that's a single court. But I also understand the concern too, is it's a hot topic. How often are people gonna be playing pickleball, which if they find out this is the free location, we're gonna get more people, and it's not gated. That's my only concern about these tennis courts downtown.
I
is-
think that'll be full all the time.
Yeah.
And you'll be a lot-
Especially come winter time.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, remember when it's nice to play in the afternoon, it's gonna be a line.
A lot of extra works for parts and like.
Oh, yeah.
Well, plus, thankfully, it's been very quiet since year and a half.
Yeah,
Everybody's made other arrangements.
yeah. Oh, the crush yard, I mean, that's,
I mean, there's
I was
a,
there the other day,
There's a
if you're on a court for $5 an hour, I mean, the day of. you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're $20 an hour, but if you get there like at 12 for like 5,
Yeah, it's not.
so, yeah, I mean. So, yeah, no, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if we're about rain or.
And it's air conditioned.
Senior get resources.
Right?
ISIS, yeah,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's why it's like working.
Where?
That's why I'm there.
at the crush yard.
I barely play. Next game, I'm good.
Huh?
You're down.
You guys go.
I think so.
I wish I
Yeah,
would.
no, thanks for it. It's not really fun, like,
All right, do I hear a motion to deny this request? Regarding the pickleball?
Motion.
Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Member comments. Is, any committee member like have anything that you wanna like add on the additional agendas? Like I know, August may be a little bit busy with the disciplinary action, we're writing all the programs. Talk about how we can identify who is considered a partner program at the facilities. I know we need to revisit, the scope of work for the contract.
On the contract. So,
There's a question real quick about the personal training. Has there been an issue where he's been training somebody, he can't get to a certain machine because someone else is being trained?
Are you talking about?
Yeah,
Or
is it just that he just sees it, he's like, hey, that's not fair?
I think he just sees it, that's not fair.
I've
Cause I
seen it.
know,
Yeah.
he has been going to different like apartment complexes to do it, cause he did ask for, he showed up before and I told him you can't do it. So he did do a trial period of like a month and a half, 2 months. But I think he was also going through a time where he couldn't commit to doing this. But in a perfect world, I think we mentioned previously, he would have that small back room.
That
And you could put a sign there that says RC Fit, like Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays from 11 to noon. So you know that small back room. And
That
you
was
can't
my
complain
plan as
about it
well.
because there's another small room and he's not in the main location.
And they are approved.
And there- Yeah, there's still weights back there, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what we were trying to get him to do in a perfect world.
Yeah, I think,
I don't know.
and, yeah, I think if we
What
were
about
to bring
Spring
it
Lake?
for, I
Is
think
Spring-
Spring Lake is too small
very
to even
small.
have.
I
a-
think Spring Lake is definitely small. It's the only one I've been to.
Well, has he been doing classes in the back room? Isn't he doing classes or something?
Is
But-
it,
but
but
I-
it stays two
Relegate just to that room, it would be great.
It's gonna be a small room.
That's small too.
It's not gonna be as big as the one, right?
I mean, ultimately, it's his client, he's not losing clients as a result of it,
No.
he's just saying, hey, everybody should be on the same,
But if we
right, same
can
page or
say,
whatever.
like, Nick was saying, in that back room, because nobody uses it, very rarely do I see anybody in that back room. If we can say back room and say, this is where he trains between this hour and this hour. I think it might be able to work.
But I think he wants to use the equipment though.
I was gonna say.
That's
That's
the
the
issue,
problem.
that's the issue.
The problem, in a perfect world, it would be great, kind of like, it's like Advent Health, you know what I mean? You have that back room. If you haven't been to the Advent Health gym, like, it's on like
Yeah,
second floor,
third
third
floor.
floor. And you have like all the weights and everything around it, and at the very back, it's like this multi-purpose room where you do like fitness classes,
Okay.
and you can go on the treadmills while you're waiting, and then you can go in the back room. I would have loved for Island Villages, that open room, or like where all the fitness equipment is, you can hang out there or do your workout, and then go in a small room to do yoga, Zumba,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
Personal
Free
training,
weights,
like, so people
stretching.
know one of those rooms is always blocked for a program. Like, I was trying to do multiple programs, but I know that room is really small as well.
And
You know.
Yeah, it's small, but it's not tiny.
You can see that happening.
Yeah, so you know, like, okay, that's
That's the
used
best
on a
idea.
weekly basis or a daily basis. But
Let's
if
make
you
it
only
simple.
have it just for once a week, or we try to advertise it for him of like, hey, we're doing a test trial, and it was like, what happened? You know what I mean? So I just know it just wasn't the best timing for him personally, you know?
You're gonna help also to bring more people for the partner programs, or that everybody was watching, passing to the street, driving or going to the pool and seeing what's happening on the, that's a good idea. But
But
I have For the records, I want to make a huge compliment to Parks and Rec, and especially events like the Fourth of July. It's not only celebration residents, but non-residents, all other communities was saying a lot of good things about the Fourth of July event. I saw the Parks and Rec and special event staff and volunteers working extremely hard. So for the records, I want to make sure it goes to the by writing for to be complimented that hard work. I saw since early in the morning till late night, including midnight, the parks monitor carrying that huge stuff, yellow. I don't know how it's supposed to carry that board. That's impossible. It's not even belongs to there's no more lessons, right? But that's insane. I cannot believe by myself. I can see that just carrying stuff. So
Well, where are they present?
the parks and
They
Rec
got back to
community-
the athletic complex, but I know, Canoa is looking at a storage place downtown, so it's more like in the dumpster.
the soap stuff.
No. But no, I appreciate that.
Please.
I know you're here Wednesday for the special events. Just please make sure, kudos to Allison and Suzanne. Definitely Allison, was
So,
all
yeah.
of her, that plan, that whole.
Parks and Rec and special events will do the same compliment for both because I know how hard you all work it over there. So thank you.
Okay, so, do I hear a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, aye.